What's up, everyone? Welcome to part 2 of my Amazon affiliate marketing course. So I'm going to go over a few different things here about how to set up your website, some different things you might want to configure, and then a little bit about how to create and promote some content so that you can start to grow your traffic and ultimately grow your revenue. So you're going to see here we're starting on part 12. So if you haven't watched my Amazon affiliate marketing course for 2021, my Amazon Associates tutorial, this will also be relevant for 2022 as well. If you haven't watched this yet, you want to go back and watch this video where I show you how to actually set up a website. Otherwise, you're kind of joining the course part of the way through, and it might be more difficult to follow if you're just watching this video without watching the previous video. So what I want to get started with are some different ways to add Amazon affiliate products to your website, because one of the things I recently realized, so this just happened a couple days ago, where I'm having issues using the WZone Direct Import plugin. So I have this plugin. This is how I've been adding products for several years now to my websites. And with this plugin, what you can do is just go directly to a product page. And so right here, obviously for my website is pargolfzone.com. So let's just say I want to add golf balls to my website. One of the things I've noticed for all of my websites is I'm getting no price here. So I'm assuming it's an error that's going to be fixed with a new update, but it hasn't been fixed at the time of me making this video yet. If it doesn't get fixed, there are other ways to add products to your website. They're not as easy in my opinion, but I'm going to show you how to do that first. So if you're seeing no price here, what you want to do is go to the back end of your website. So we're here in the back end of our website for pargolfzone.com. If we scroll down, you're going to see WZone. So if you click on WZone first, you're going to come to a page where you can find Insane Import Mode. So this is another way to import products. There's a few different ways to do it through Insane Import Mode. One thing you can do is if you click on this link here, you're going to see search for products. So you can come right here into the keyword portion, and I can do something like golf balls. And you can see it's going to say all departments. You can adjust this if you want. And first page, so you can do the first 5 pages, first 2 pages. I'm just going to do the first page just to show you an example. I'm not going to change any of these here, but you can change some of these different options. But I'm going to do launch search. Okay, so the search actually goes pretty quickly. It loads in a few seconds, and you can see here if we scroll down, there's going to be some queued products. So it's just going to pull the products from the very first page for my search of golf balls, and you can see here it has them all automatically checked. So what I could do is take these products, keep them all checked, scroll down. You can adjust the number of images you're importing for each product, the number of variations as well. I usually just keep both of these checked, and then you're going to see import in. So the main thing you would want to do is make sure you're selecting the right product category for whatever type of product you're adding. So you can see here I have golf balls, so I can click here, products import type, do it now, and I can click on import products. So speed, it says it's going to be 3 seconds to add these products, so it's actually pretty quick adding products here. You could also export ASINs, so you can see ASINS, which stands for Amazon Standard Identification Numbers. So it's just a unique number for every single product on Amazon. So you can export those as well. Now, the other option you have for adding products is we're going to come over here and we're going to come up to already have a list. So if we click on already have a list, you're going to see ASIN codes right here and ASIN delimiter by. So there's new line, comma, and tab. I'm going to show you how to do this. So what you can do is find this plugin, Amazon ASIN Grabbing Tool. I'll put this link in the video description. I'll also put the link for WZone Direct Import. This is still my preferred way of adding products once they actually fix the plugin. I'm assuming they're going to fix the plugin. As of right now, it hasn't been fixed. So you can see right here, no price. I'm assuming they're going to start pulling in this price properly, but until they do, what we can do is install the Amazon ASIN Grabbing Tool. And then what you want to do is you want to come over to Amazon, and you're going to see it's going to show right here. So I'm WZone ASIN Grabber. My task is to make your job easier when it comes to choosing and importing products into WZone Amazon affiliates. If you click on see how I can help, it'll open up a video of exactly how to use this. I'm going to click on skip and get started. So what you want to do is do a search in Amazon. So we're going to collapse this over here. So I just did a search for Titleist Pro V1 golf balls. So we're going to scroll down and I'm going to open up a few different of these Titleist product pages. So we'll start with this one here, we'll start with this one here, this one, and this one. We're just going to start with these top 4, and I'm going to import these products into my website. What you want to do is come over to each individual product page, and you're going to see add product to list. And all you're going to do is click on that right there, and it's going to pull up the Amazon Standard Identification Number for this product. The next thing we're going to do is open the next page and do the same exact thing. So add a product to list. We're going to come over here, do it one more time, add product to list, and we'll do it for this final product, add product to list. So what we can do is do export asins to list, and we might need to refresh our page. So we'll refresh the page here. Okay, so you can see we have all 4 of the products that we just added to this list. If we do export, we could do export list to file, and then you can see download files. So you can click download CSV file or simply copy and paste the list. So what I can do is copy and paste, take these ASIN. So we have these 4 Amazon standard identification numbers for the 4 different products. And all we have to do is go back to our website, and you're going to see here we're in insane import mode, already have a list, and we just have to paste them here and then choose comma. So they're all separated by commas. And what we're going to do is we're going to add these ASIN codes to our queue. Okay, so you're going to see it's going to add these to our queued products. So now we have all these different products here. So what we can do is uncheck all for right now, because I just want to add Titleist golf balls to my page because I'm adding them all into that product category. So we're going to take these 4 that I just added here. Now you could just use the insane import mode. I'll get rid of this one. Just make sure I have some Titleist products here. So there's the 4 Titleist products that I added. If we scroll down, what we're going to do is import it in Titleist golf balls. We have 3 images for each product. We're going to do 0 variations. It said it's going to take 1 second to add these products. So products import type, do it now. We're going to click on import products. Okay, so we have our import log here. It's showing 2 errors. So for these, it's saying price is 0, so it is skipped. I don't think any of these had 0 price. So you can see the price is right here. We have a price right there, another price. And on this one, we have a price as well. So we shouldn't really have any issues with pricing right now. It might just be an issue with the WZone plugin for right now. So obviously, if the WZone plugin doesn't fix these issues, there's going to be a lot of different Amazon affiliates dealing with these same import product issues. I have a feeling they're going to fix all of these issues in due time, but let's just go to our products and see what did actually import, because it's only showing that 2 of these imported successfully here. So we're going to come over to our products, and yeah, it's just showing these 2 right here. So it's having an issue importing some of these products due to price. What we could do is try to import these again. So if we close the box, what we're going to do is let's just refresh this page. Okay, so under search for products, I'm just going to do Titleist golf balls, and we're going to launch the search. We have no queued products right now. So if you find yourself with a lot of queued products, just refresh the page. You'll get rid of some of them. I usually uncheck all here and then go through and look at them individually. So we'll just take a few here and see if we have the same issues. It looks like there's prices for all these products, so we really shouldn't have pricing issues. You could see right here there's no price for this product, so that must be the problem, is it's not pulling in the price properly for some of these different Amazon products. But we have a few at the front here. Not really sure what this pricing issue is. Again, if you keep seeing these pricing issues, it's going to be something that they're going to have to fix. So that's something we can contact them directly about. But we'll import these into Titleist golf balls, and we're going to import products again. Okay, and these all imported in about 5 to 10 seconds. So we have 3 more products added here. So if we refresh our products page here, so we're just in products and all products, you can see now we have 5 different Titleist golf balls added to our website. So these are all products on our website. We have them in the proper category. So just so you know, there's some different ways to add products. So the main plugin I use is still WZone Direct Import. I haven't used it obviously in the last few days because there's been some issues with just pricing for all these products. So you could see no price here, no price here, no price for this product, and no price for this product. Anytime you see this no price message, it's not going to import properly into our website. So again, that's just going to be an issue that they're going to have to fix. So if we come over here to WZone again, I just wanted to show you that there are different ways that you can add products. There's auto import products here. You can see insane import mode. This is how I used to actually add products years and years ago, especially to Beachfront Decor. I used insane import mode a lot. It's not my favorite. I do prefer the direct import Chrome extension. So hopefully they get that all completely fixed and we don't have any issues. So if you're seeing issues with adding products because of the price, what you can try to do is exactly what I just showed you. Use the Amazon ASIN grabbing tool, and hopefully they can get all of these issues fixed so that we don't have any issues adding products to our website. But for part 12, I just wanted to show you there are some different ways to add Amazon affiliate products using that WZone plugin. So that's going to bring us into part number 13. In part 13, I want to go over some next steps for setting up our Amazon affiliate marketing website. And I already put together 6 next steps for our website. First is our privacy policy. So there's different ways to generate a privacy policy. You can use paid services, but Termly.io allows you to create one free privacy policy, and it's a really professional looking privacy policy where you can go through the entire prompt with Termly.io. And in addition to the privacy policy, you also want to have an affiliate disclaimer on your website. So what you can do is, we're going to come over here. I already published my privacy policy on pargolfzone.com. You can see right here, pargolfzone.com/privacy policy. So it's not incredibly long, but what you can do is just go directly to Termly.io and go to their privacy policy generator. And once you're in there, you're going to see progress. So you're going to go through your privacy policy uses. Is it used for website, mobile application, Facebook application, save and next? And there's a few different questions that they're going to ask you. Basically, how do you collect information? What do you store? And that allows you to actually show that to people who are visiting your website. So you want a privacy policy just so people understand how you're using any of the data in terms of the cookies, the tracking technologies you're using, whether or not you're selling information, if you're sharing information. So if you are doing that, you need to make sure you have consent from people. And a lot of that is just within the privacy policy. So we have our privacy policy here. I already published it. And the other thing we have is our affiliate disclaimer. So with your affiliate disclaimer, if you join the Amazon Associates program, you need to have these few sentences on your website. Pargolfzone.com, so you would obviously put your own website there, is a participant in the Amazon Services LLC Associates Program, an affiliate advertising program designed to provide a means for sites to earn advertising fees by advertising and linking to Amazon.com. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Now, the other thing you want to do is make sure that disclaimer is displayed on your website in a place where people can easily know that there might be Amazon affiliate marketing links or affiliate links in general on your website. So if we open my website, beachfrontdecor.com, and you can see I'm just in an article here, beach chandeliers and coastal chandeliers. If we scroll down, I have an Amazon native advertisement right here. And then the other thing I have is I get commissions for purchases made through links in this post. View our affiliate disclaimer. So that links directly to my affiliate disclaimer, which looks exactly like the one on pargolfzone.com, just with the domain changed here. Now, if we come back over to Beachfront Decor, if I scroll down and we go to the bottom of the article, at the very bottom, I also put this page may contain affiliate links. I get commissions for purchases made through links in this post. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. View our affiliate disclaimer, so I link to it here as well. And if we come all the way down to the bottom, you can see at the bottom I have my affiliate disclaimer and my privacy policy here. So it's important to have all of those different things because you want to make sure that people understand that you are promoting products because you are an affiliate. So that's a rule for the FTC. It's a rule for Amazon associates to make sure that you're putting your disclaimer and that people understand that if they click on learn more here, they might be going to an affiliate product where I would actually earn from it. So if they go through to Amazon, they purchase something from Amazon, then I would actually earn something from that link click. So you just want to make sure people can easily understand that. So that's where your privacy policy and your affiliate disclaimer both come in. Just making sure people know how you're using their information. That's your privacy policy. And then your affiliate disclaimer, making sure people know that you are running an affiliate marketing website. You don't need to get too worried about having that, for every single link and making sure every link says this is an affiliate link. You just need to make sure that people understand that if they click on links that take them to external sources on your website and they're going to Amazon or they're going to another affiliate that you're working with, that they know that you're earning from any commissions that they purchase. So just something to keep in mind as you're creating your website. You want to be very open with your website visitors, and it helps you avoid any legal issues that might come with affiliate marketing or getting denied by Amazon associates for not disclosing that you are an Amazon associate on your website. So the next thing we're going to go over is installing and configuring plugins. So earlier in the video in part 1, I went over some of the different popular plugins you can install on your website. I'm not going to install every single plugin here, but here are 10 really popular WordPress plugins that you can use. The main one I'm going to show you today is Yoast SEO. I think that's the most important one that you should install. Now, it's only showing 9 here, but Auto-Optimize and WP Optimize are 2 separate plugins that can work together. So you can see that's actually 2 separate plugins, and then the rest, there's 9, and then here's your 10th. So WordFence Security, this is to make sure that nobody can hack your website. It blocks people from trying to log in over and over. It can lock people from trying to do any type of hacking on your website. The free version is a very good plugin, so I would highly recommend using WordFence. There's other security plugins as well you can use. Contact Form 7, that's the only other plugin I'm going to show you here as well. Now, one I didn't show earlier, I don't believe, is AccessPress Social Share. So that one allows people to easily share your articles on social media. Now, sharing isn't as popular as it used to be several years ago, where we kind of asked everybody, please share, please share, please share on your social media. People are just going to share the things that they find the most useful. So depending on what you're writing about, you might find that you have very shareable content, or you might find that people just really aren't going to share your content all that much. Classic Editor and Elementor, again, these are two separate plugins, but usually you're going to use one or the other. Classic Editor is what I use, so anything I show you is going to be Classic Editor. You can find a ton of Elementor tutorials on YouTube, so if you have any issues with using Elementor, I would highly recommend looking up some of the different tutorials. There are like multiple hour-long videos that will show you every little detail that you need to know. Updraft Plus allows you to create backups. So if you want to create backups of your website, it's a good best practice so you don't ever lose everything you're working on. Ad Inserter, that's one I use a lot, and that's basically how I insert advertisements. If we come over to Beachfront Decor, this is here because of Ad Inserter. If we scroll down, this is here because of the Ad Inserter plugin. So is the I get commissions for purchases made through links in this post. So you can easily insert text, advertisements, really anything you want to in your blog articles with the plugin Ad Inserter. Last but not least is accelerated mobile pages for WordPress. Now, there's different schools of thought on accelerated mobile pages. In recent months, a lot of companies are kind of moving away from that and trying to just create very fast mobile websites. So there's different ways that you can appeal to people on mobile devices who are looking for a faster experience, because people do not want to wait for anything nowadays. So if you're making people wait 3, 4, 5 seconds for a page to load, you're just going to lose website visitors. So coming back over here, so some of the different things we're going to do for the next steps on our website, installing and configuring plugins. I'm just going to do Yoast SEO and Contact Form 7 right now. So we're going to come back over to our website, and here's our privacy policy, our affiliate disclaimer. Next is going to be the plugins page. So with the plugins page, all you need to do is go to Add New, either here on the left-hand side or up at the top here. And both the plugins we want to add are probably right here in the popular tab. They're both really popular plugins. Yep, the top two right here, Contact Form 7 and Yoast SEO. You can see here's Elementor, Website Builder. Again, I don't use that really, so if you're going to use it, you're going to want to watch some of the other videos if you're having any trouble using it. It is pretty easy to use the few times that I have used it, but I just prefer the classic editor. So Contact Form 7 we're going to install, and Yoast SEO we're going to install. Okay, so we'll activate both of these. We'll start with Contact Form 7. Okay, so we have this activated here. We're going to activate Yoast SEO as well. Now, the other plugin you probably want to activate and use is Akismet. So you can see Akismet anti-spam. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. But once you click on activate, all you need to do is verify your email, and it makes sure that people aren't leaving spam comments all over your blog. Now, with some of my websites, I've removed the comment portion altogether because it's really just used for people to leave spam comments a lot of times. So I just remove it altogether because I don't get a ton of questions on Beachfront Decor through the comment section. So what we're going to do here is if we go to Yoast SEO and we go to settings. So what we want to do is this first time SEO configuration, but before we do that, I'm going to scroll down to notifications. So you're going to see start SEO data optimization. You're going to want to do that. It's going to say we see that you enabled automatic updates for WordPress. We recommend you do this for Yoast SEO as well. So we can do that directly through our plugins page. I'll show you how. And last but not least, one of the premium plugins for Yoast is Yoast WooCommerce SEO add-on. So I would recommend using that for your website. You don't have to use it, but it's going to allow you to, and you can see here, unlock more tools and SEO features to make your products stand out in search results. So essentially it makes your products more SEO optimized, but it is a premium plugin. So we can click on this here, but what I want to do is just go through the first time SEO configuration wizard. Okay, and you're going to see here, option A, my site is live and ready to be indexed. Next, site types, you can see blog, online shop, news channel. It's technically a blog and an online shop. We're just going to do online shop, and we're going to click on next. Okay, it says, does your site represent a person or an organization? It's going to be organization, so it's going to be Par Golf Zone. An image of the organization logo, so we're just going to put our logo here. So we'll scroll down. You can see this is the logo we used. Okay, so we have our logo here. You can enter all your social media URLs. I'm not going to create any of the social media pages for Par Golf Zone. This is going to be really the last time I work on this website. is for this course because I'm not going to keep working on Par Golf Zone. I just wanted to use it as an example. So you would enter all of your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, any of the different social media channels you're using, enter the URLs here and click on next. Okay, so search engine should show posts and search results, yes. Pages, yes. So UX blocks, you can do no. Usually I'll do no there. For products, I will do yes. And for portfolio, usually I'll do no because I don't really use portfolio that often. If you're using a portfolio, then do yes, but I'm just going to do no. So products, pages, and posts. And we're going to click on next. Okay, it says, does or will your site have multiple authors? So for me, it's going to be no, but if yours does, then click on yes. You can add multiple authors to your WordPress website. So we're just going to click on next. So title settings. So it says on this page, you can change the name of your site and choose which separator to use. So I usually choose hyphen and keep my website name exactly as is. So what that means is, let's just say I have an article on my website about how to hit golf clubs. So it would be like this for the title. It's going to be a hyphen and then it's going to be the website name. So that's usually how I keep it. You can use some of these other title separators if you want. Sometimes this one can be popular as well, which would look like this. Okay, so how to hit golf clubs, Par Golf Zone. I usually use the hyphen and we just keep our website name as Par Golf Zone and click on next. Okay, help us improve Yoast SEO. It says basically, do you want to track our site's data? I usually do no for this and just click on next. And the last thing is they're going to try to sell you Yoast SEO Premium and they want you to sign up for their newsletter. So I actually like their newsletter. They have some pretty good blog posts and a lot of it is how to use Yoast. So you can sign up for that if you want to. I'm not going to do that right now. So we're going to keep going and click on next. Okay, success, you've done it. Now Yoast Academy, I would recommend watching some of their videos. It's a really good plugin and it allows you to easily SEO optimize a large portion of your website. But for right now, we can click on close. We went through the entire configuration and that's pretty much all you have to do with Yoast. So the other thing is going through your notifications. Now, if we go in here to features, you can choose some of these different options here. Yoast SEO comes with a lot of features: SEO analysis, readability analysis, cornerstone content, text link counter. I usually leave all of those on. XML sitemap. So you can actually generate a sitemap using the Yoast SEO plugin. And then you can add your sitemap to the Google Search Console. So since we already installed Google Search Console in part 1 of this video, I might as well just show you how to do this. So all we need to do is take this URL, copy it, come over to the Google Search Console. So you want to open it up for your website. You can see pargolfzone.com. And what we're going to do is come to index and sitemaps, and you can see enter sitemap URL. So all we need is this portion, sitemap_index.xml, and click on submit. Now you can see status says couldn't fetch right here, but if we click on it, you're going to see last read, today, discovered URL 0, see index coverage. So there's probably not much yet on our website, but it says sitemap index process successfully. You shouldn't really have any issues with this sitemap. If you do, you can always resubmit it, but this is exactly what it should look like, is sitemap index.xml. That's really all you need to do. So if we come back over to our website here, so we can click on save changes, but we didn't really change anything here. Integration, so you can integrate SEMrush, right? There's a few different options here to integrate. And then Webmaster Tools, you can actually put your verification codes here if you want to. I usually don't do that. So if we come over here to dashboard, we're pretty much all set to go for our Yoast SEO. So if we come over here to general, you're going to see title separator. Again, this is going to be our hyphen, and this is basically the way the SEO title is going to be. So site title, page, separator, tagline. So you can enter your meta description here. So that would be the meta description for your homepage. So you definitely want to write a meta description. So, you know, Par Golf Zone provides golf product reviews, golf news, etc. So I would write a longer meta description here, but just make sure you fill this out. So you want to put some of your keywords in here, some of the things that your website's going to be about essentially. You can enter a social image here. Usually what I'll do is just put my logo, social title, site title. So I usually don't change too much of this, so we can click on save changes. Now I usually don't change too much more within Yoast, so there's some different things you can do to make sure you're not indexing a ton of different pages on your website. But what you can do is open up the Yoast SEO Academy. So there's free and premium online courses. So if you want to learn more about using Yoast and some best practices, that's what I would recommend. I don't want to spend an hour on Yoast SEO. So basically installing it, making sure you have it all set up, allows you to easily SEO optimize your website. So that's one of my favorite plugins is Yoast SEO. And if we come back over here to plugins again and we come to installed plugins, so next is going to be contact form 7. So if we click on settings here, so you're going to see contact form 1, and I'm going to show you how to add this contact form into your website. So what we're going to do is click on edit, and you can see it's going to say your name, your email. Okay, so if we come into contact form 1, it's automatically going to send the contact form directly to your administrative email. So you can see my email here, Corey@surfsideppc.com. So what we can do is all we need to do is copy this right here. So this is a short code, contact form 7, ID equals 92, title equals contact form 1. And then we want to come over to pages. So we're going to come over to all our pages. Now, one thing you're going to find is when you do install WooCommerce and you install WordPress, you're going to have some of these pages automatically here. So your privacy policy page might already be there. The affiliate disclaimer I had to add, that was a new page. But what we can do is click on add new. And all we need to do is come in here and do contact us and just enter that short code right here. So we have pargolfzone.com/contact us. We enter the short code. We're going to click on publish. And if we open up the page, so you can see the page here, your name, your email, subject, your message, and submit. So it's very easy for people to contact you, and you can put this link easily in your footer, and you can also put it in your header if you want to as well. So that's how to install and configure some of the different plugins. Contact form, you want to have an about us page. So just write a short about, what your website is, who you are, why you started it. So again, all you need to do with that again is come back over to your pages and click on add new again. So when you click on add new up here at the top for your pages, so you can see, just enter about us at the top, and then, short description about, Par Golf Zone was created in 2021 by Corey. Okay, so we'll publish it. So it's very easy to create your About Us page. Usually what you want to do is write a little story about, how you started it, why you're passionate about whatever the industry you chose is. That's what I would do with your About Us page. But that gets through 4 of these first steps here. So privacy policy we created with Termly.io, and then we published it onto our website. Affiliate disclaimer, so you can go directly to the affiliate disclaimer on Beachfront Decor. You can go directly to the privacy policy on Beachfront Decor, and you can just take those and just change the names in them. So there's no issue with doing that. Especially, it just depends on how you're going to be using information. The affiliate disclaimer, you can use the exact one that I'm using. Installing and configuring plugins. So again, we went over some of these different popular plugins here. So going through plugins could be, an hour, 2 hour long video in itself. What you need to do is just get used to using each individual plugin. You saw how easy it was to set up contact form 7. We basically installed it, activated it, put that short code on a page, and it's that simple really to get a contact form on your website. But the next few things we want to do is create a homepage and create menus. So in order to create a homepage, again, we're going to come back to pages here. And what you can do is click on add new. And let's just say homepage here, and we'll just do sample homepage content. I'm not going to sit here and design an entire homepage because your homepage will look different than mine depending on the industry you chose. Essentially what you want your homepage to be is the main hub of your website where people can easily find anything it is that they're looking for. So if somebody comes to my golf website and they're looking for golf club reviews, I should have a link on my homepage that will direct them directly to golf club reviews. If someone's looking for golf news, if someone's looking for, the upcoming tournaments, the previous tournaments, whatever it is, you want to make sure your homepage allows people to find all of that very easily. So we have our homepage, sample homepage content, and what we're going to do is we're going to publish this. We're going to come back over to all pages here. We're going to add new one more time. And for this one, we're just going to call it blog. So you can call it blog, you can call it latest news, you can call it pretty much whatever you want, but we're just going to call it blog, and we're going to publish it. And then what we want to do is come down here to settings, and we're going to go to reading. So you're going to see your homepage displays, and the automatic thing that it's going to select is your latest posts. What we're going to do is a static page. So now our homepage is going to be homepage. Our post page is going to be our blog. So what that's going to do is it's going to allow us to edit that homepage and put whatever content we want on it. This is how you're going to do it. You're going to create those 2 pages, your homepage, your blog page, and then you just need to come into settings and reading. And from there, you can choose a static page for our homepage and then just choose the correct pages. Blog pages at most show 10 posts. You can do 15, 20, 30, whatever you want to. And we're just going to keep this as is. You can do excerpt or full text for each post in a feed. And then search engine visibility. I never really discourage search engines from indexing the site. So we're going to click on Save Changes. Okay, so now if we come back over to our website and we look at it, you can see this is our sample homepage content. Obviously, it doesn't look very good because we don't have our homepage really created. But if we come up to the top here and we go to blog, so you can see we have a couple of our blog posts here. So I'm going to go over these a little bit later in the video, not coming up pretty soon. But you can see this now turn into our post page. So if you just want your homepage to be your recent posts, then you really don't need to change anything. It's automatically going to create a homepage that looks just like this. So just kind of wanted to show you how to create your own custom homepage. Now what we can do is, so you can see this is pargolfzone.com/blog. If we get rid of that, it's going to come to our homepage that we just created. So obviously it doesn't look that great, but you can come in here, add images, add links, and allow people to easily find anything they're looking for. Now the last thing I want to go through are menus. So if we come into our backend one more time and go to appearance, you're going to see an option under appearance for menus. So there's a few different menus automatically here, menu locations automatically for your theme. So there's main menu. So if we open up our page here, this is our main menu right here. Okay, so we come back over, main menu mobile. So essentially it's going to be if you open your mobile device and people click on menu for mobile, it's going to be a little bit different. Usually you can use the same menu for main menu and main menu mobile. So for footer menu, so if we come back over here again, our footer menu is going to show up at the bottom here. So if we come back over to Beachfront Decor, might be easier to show the menus on this page actually. Come back over to Beachfront Decor, come all the way to the bottom. This is our footer menu. So it's going to show up right above that copyright 2021. I need to change this back to Beachfront Decor. But you can see here, you can see our footer menu right here at the bottom. Okay, so we come back over to top bar menu. So the top bar menu, so we can show it right here, is where it says assign a menu in theme options menus. So you can get rid of this one altogether, or you can put a different menu up here at the top. So if we come back over one more time, my account menu. So that's if you have a my account page, your menu will show up there. I usually don't really use my account menu. So we can start with the main menu. So what we can do is just menu name main. Okay, so we're going to do main menu and main menu mobile, and we're going to click on create menu. So you have some options over here. So some different pages, it's going to show most recent or view all. So we can do homepage, add to menu. Okay, so you can see homepage here. This is going to link directly to pargolfzone.com. We could change how this looks. So navigation label is going to be home. Okay. So you can adjust the design, the user experience block, the reveal, menu icon. You can adjust a lot of these different things here. I'm not going to be doing that right now. I'm just going to show you how to create a menu. So we have our home here. That's going to link directly to our homepage. We have our blog. So we're going to add that to our menu as well. So we have home and blog. And the other thing we want to add is our shop page. So our shop page, we're going to add that to our menu. So now we have home, blog, and shop. Okay, and maybe what we can do is something like about us or contact us. We'll just do our about us here, and we're going to add that to our menu as well. Okay, so we have 4 different pages for our menu, so we're going to click on save. And then what we can do is create our footer menu. Okay, so for this one, what we're going to do is select footer menu here. And all we want to do is create a new menu. So I'm just updating my old one. So let's just create a new menu. We're going to click on leave. So we have our main menu created. So you can see here for main menu currently set to main menu mobile currently set to main. So what we want to do is footer menu. We want to choose footer menu for our display location and click on create menu. Okay, so now if you want to edit any of your other menus, you're going to see here, you just choose at the top. So you can adjust this right at the top and easily add different pages to your menu. I'm going to show you how to do that one more time. But for footer menu, let's just say I want to do about us, contact us, affiliate disclaimer. So we'll add those 3. Come over here to view all. We'll do homepage again, and we'll do our privacy policy. So where's our private? There it is. Okay, so we'll click on add menu here, or add to menu. So we have homepage. So let's just adjust this to home. Okay, so we have privacy policy, about us, contact us, and affiliate disclaimer set for our footer menu. So we can click on save menu. Okay, so now what we can also do is if we come back over here to main menu and we click on select, so you can see our main menu here. One thing you can do is if we come over to categories, so let's just use some of these product categories. We're going to add all 3 of these to our menu. And what we're going to do is we're going to put them underneath the blog portion. So we have golf product guides, we have golf swing tips, and we have golf reviews. We'll just put it in alphabetical order. So this is going to link directly to those categories. So we can click on Save Menu and let's refresh our page here. So we're going to refresh our website page. And you can see right here, we all have our footer menu here. So home, privacy policy, about us, contact us, affiliate disclaimer, very easy to create menus. And then we have our main menu. So home, shop, and blog. If we go to blog, you can see now we have a drop down here. So it makes it a lot easier for people to look through your website. And for shop, you can do the same exact thing. So if I come into my shop really quick, so you can see we have some of our different products here. So I can make it so shop, so people can go to the drop down and go golf clubs. And even when they go to golf clubs, I can do another drop down where it goes to golf drivers, iron sets, putters, etc. All the different types of categories and subcategories. That's essentially what you want to do with your menu over time. So as you add more pages and products and categories, you want to keep adding them directly to your menu so that people can easily navigate your website. So if I come over to blog here and I just go to golf reviews, so maybe people are looking for reviews, so you can see Titleist Pro V1 golf balls review. So I'm going to go through content in a little bit, but just kind of showing you how to make your website a little bit easier to use. And then if you're seeing this up here, add anything here, just remove it, assign a menu in theme options menus. What we can do is come to customize. And if we go to header here, you can see we just have to remove this. So we're just going to remove this HTML1 and our top bar menu. We're going to remove these all together. And now you can see it just gets rid of these and we just have our social icons at the top. So publish it, and that's going to make it get rid of some of those links up here at the top. So just some different ways. So coming over here, some 6 next steps for our website. The other thing you can do, and I'm not going to go through it right now in this video, is if we come back over to the back end, we go to appearance and widgets. So with widgets, it allows us to adjust the way this sidebar would look both on our blog portion of our website and the shop portion of our website. So if we come over here to appearance and widgets, you're going to see shop sidebar, product sidebar, and our main sidebar. So right now there's just some different blocks here, and they're just the automatic blocks they put there. So let's just say we delete all of these. Okay, so we deleted all of those off our sidebar. So we come over here and let's just say I want to add search. So we want to add a search form to our website. So what I can do is take this search form, add it right to our sidebar. Let's say I want to add a product search. I can take product search, add it right to our shop sidebar. So add widget. So now you can see we have both of these widgets added here. So I could do search our website, search products. And I'll show you where these show up in a minute. Add a few more widgets here. So we'll just click on save for both of them. Once you click on save, now those widgets are added to your website. So you don't need to refresh this page or anything like that. The next thing we can do is add some categories here. So we'll add categories. So we'll do blog categories, display as drop down, or you can just do as links the way it would be, show post counts. So let's just say show post counts and we'll click on save. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is, let's do recent posts. So you can see recent posts here. We'll add that to our sidebar as well, add widgets. Recently viewed products. So displays a list of customers' recently viewed products. We can add that to our shop sidebar, add widget. So that's pretty good for now. So we'll just show you how these look. So recently viewed products, we can say we want just 5 to show. We'll click on save, and recent blog posts. And we'll do 5 to show. We'll click on save here. And let's come back to our website and we'll refresh the page. So you can see right now it's search, recent posts, recent comments. So if we actually refresh this page, now you can see search our website, blog categories. So each of these have 1 blog post in them, and then some recent blog posts. And then if we come over to our shop, you can see we have search products here. And since we haven't recently viewed any products, it's not going to show anything here. So let me just open a few products really quick and we'll refresh this page. Okay, so if we refresh, you can see we have now 1 product here. So recently viewed products is good because as people are browsing your website, they might have looked at something and they can't find it. So recently viewed products, if somebody looks at something, they generally have some level of interest in it. And then you can see some of our product pages here. So once someone clicks on learn more, they go to the Amazon website. Hopefully they purchase something from us, and that's how we're going to drive revenue. So just some 6 next steps for our website: our privacy policy, our affiliate disclaimer, installing and configuring plugins, our contact form, our about us page, how to create a homepage, and how to create menus. Again, this is a high level overview of a lot of this. So you're going to get better and better at creating homepage, creating menus, creating your widgets, and setting up your website as you work on it. But I just kind of wanted to go over some next steps so your website doesn't look completely bare, and so you can kind of create a hub for your homepage, create menus that allow people to navigate your website easily, create widgets that allow people to find either products or blog posts or search your website. Now, 10 popular WordPress plugins. So you want to go through and use a lot of these plugins. They're all completely free. They might have some premium versions. They probably all have premium versions nowadays, but they are good plugins to use. We quickly went over Yoast SEO. There's more you can do with Yoast SEO, and I would recommend installing that Yoast SEO WooCommerce Premium plugin. Contact Form 7, very easy to set up. You basically install the plugin. They have one created for you, a contact form. You can also add additional fields, but I'm not going to go through that too much. Really just wanted to show you a basic contact form. So with that, it brings us to our next part, which is going to be part 14, planning a weekly and monthly content strategy. So I kind of went over this in the first video, how to come up with a weekly content strategy and what we came up with. So I'm going to open up a Microsoft Excel sheet, and I'm going to share this Microsoft Excel sheet with you. But you can see here I have a monthly strategy here, and if we come over to our weekly strategy, this is what I went over in the video. So my weekly content strategy, I said Monday I'm going to publish a golf swing tip article. Tuesday I'm going to write a preview and betting picks for the upcoming tournament. If you're unfamiliar with golf, the tournaments run from Thursday to Sunday usually. So if I write a preview on Tuesday, it allows people to read it on Tuesday, on Wednesday, and on Thursday morning. I could also adjust that and start publishing that on Monday. That's something that would be interesting in a test to see how it does if I publish it Monday versus Tuesday. Wednesday, let's just say I want to write one product review. And then over here we have a publish time. So let's say I want to get these all published by this time. The other thing is news time. So depending on the niche you choose, so for golf, news would be a really good source of traffic. Even if I'm getting people on my website for news and they're not purchasing anything from me, if I'm running Google AdSense ads like I do on Beachfront Decor and some of my other websites, it'll allow me to drive more and more revenue just through some of these different sources of traffic. So you don't have to write news, but it just helps with your overall traffic because people are going to be looking for things basically as they happen. So if I say, okay, I'm going to wake up every morning, look up golf news. If anything happened the day before or if anything happened early this morning, I'm going to write about it. I'm going to publish it. And hopefully over time, I can continue to grow that source of traffic. So on Wednesday, I'm saying one product review. On Thursday, I want to either create or update one of my product guides. I'll show you what that means. On Friday and Saturday, I'm just going to be adding products. So just making sure I'm getting products added to my store. And then Sunday, writing a recap of the weekly tournament and trying to get it published by 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So usually golf tournaments finish on Sunday, let's say around 4 or 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So what that allows me to do is write about what happened, who won, basically some of my takeaways. I can go back to look at my betting picks and see how I did. So just some different ideas for you. You don't have to copy this exact idea. We went over keyword research in the previous portion of the course. So in part 1 of the course, I went over keyword research. So if you come over here, these are the keywords that I found. So usually the way I'll do it is finding keywords and then the URL over here. So as you write more and more articles on your website, you can actually map those articles directly to the keywords that you're targeting. So you can see golf tournament here. So one thing I might be able to do is try to rank for golf tournament and write about each individual golf tournament and then kind of put a list of upcoming golf tournaments. And as I publish my recaps and as I publish my previews, I can actually just link directly to that page for all golf tournaments going on, golf equipment. So understanding how some of these keywords go into your strategy is a really important part of creating a weekly strategy and then our monthly strategy. So if you look at my monthly strategy here, usually I try to have a spreadsheet like this for my websites. And you can see here, so Sunday tournament recap, Monday golf swing tips, Tuesday tournament preview, Wednesday product review, product guide, add products. And we do it all over again next week. So staying consistent with all of this is the best way to get your website traffic to grow. And if we scroll to the bottom, so you can see here, so tournaments, these are some of the upcoming tournaments for the month. Golf swing tips, these are the 5 different golf swing tip articles I would like to write for this month. Products to add, so you can see golf balls, drivers, iron sets, and putters. Product reviews over here, so some of the different product reviews that I want to write for this month. And then product guide. So you can work on either one guide throughout the month or two guides, or kind of have some of these large pages that you're really working on over time, because as you work on them and get them to rank, it's going to drive so much more revenue back to your business. And reviews are something I really can't take advantage of with a lot of my websites. So when it comes to a website like beachfrontdecor.com, it's hard to write reviews for beach products because there's not like these really popular products like you're seeing with something like, for example, all these different golf balls. There's people that are going to search for reviews for this golf ball every single day, and for this golf ball as well, because they're looking up, what golf balls should I purchase. So basically what I try to do is, and this is going to get into our content creation portion, basically what I try to do is use my keywords. So if we come over here, you can see golf balls, 50,000 or more searches every single month. And you can see I have my page here. So if we come over to my website and let's come to our blog and we'll look at our golf product guides, you can see I have the golf balls buying guide, best options for 2021. And you can see my URL up here at the top, golf balls. So I went over in part 1 of the course, creating evergreen pages essentially. So you want to create pages where you don't have to update the URLs. I don't want this URL to say golf balls 2021, because what I'm going to do is every single year is keep this updated, and it really doesn't change all that often. So a lot of these have been the best golf balls for several years. These companies just release newer versions of them. So you can see best golf balls. So I just want to keep this buying guide updated over time. And then I want to write individual reviews for each individual product. So for something like golf, you can see there's a ton of opportunities to drive traffic between writing about different golfers, writing about different tournaments, writing about different products for sale. So it's actually a really great niche. The more that I actually think about it, the more that I realize I could probably grow this if I really worked on it. I'm not going to at this time. I just have too many projects on my plate, but it's just something where trying to find a niche where you can write about a lot of different things and there's a lot of different opportunities based on what people are searching is really what you want. So my website, wickerguide.com, it's kind of limited. I wish I would have picked a better niche for that website. It's probably a website I'm going to end up selling in a year or two, just because there's not a ton of growth opportunity there, because I can't write reviews about some of these popular products. There are thousands of people searching for Titleist Pro V1 golf balls. They're used by people on tour. I can write about which golfers use them. I can write about, some of the benefits of using this type of product. And then what you can see here, so we're going to come back over to our presentation. So that's kind of how we plan a weekly and monthly content strategy. My overall strategy is to basically come up with what to do on each day of the week, what I'm trying to accomplish. And then you can see down here, daily additional, breaking news and keyword targeting. So what that means is, let's just say, for example, Friday, I add products and I have an extra hour or two to work on my website. So what I can do is look up news and see if I have written all the news I need to for the week. If I have, keyword targeting means come over to keywords and let's just say, for example, Jon Rahm. I can create a page on my website about Jon Rahm, tournaments he's won, tournaments he's going to be in upcoming, and basically write a profile on him. And you can see average monthly searches, 500,000. So there's a ton of people searching for Jon Rahm every month. So if I create a page, and maybe what I can do is, as I write articles about Jon Rahm, I can use Jon Rahm as a tag on my website. So I'll show you how to do that in a minute. I can write articles about Jon Rahm on my website and hopefully get that page ranking, especially if people are looking for something specific about him. Mini golf near me, so maybe I can try to work with a search function or try to find something that will allow people to come to my website and look for mini golf courses near them. Now, the other thing you can do is, if we start scrolling down here a little bit, we can say, let's just take something like Callaway Maverick irons. So that gives us an idea for a product review. Golf club sets, Albatross Golf. So a lot of these keywords actually set up for product reviews. So putting green, for example, there's people who purchased different types of putting greens. I could also write about, how to maintain a putting green or how putting greens are maintained on a course. So one thing you might want to do is come into keywords, and you can also start to highlight some different keywords where you say, okay, what's something I can write about that will be helpful for people as they go to my website. So golf scorecard, I can do something, for example, so we'll highlight this. This is what I'll do sometimes, is I'll highlight something and then you just write some notes over here. So for golf scorecard, I can say how to read a golf scorecard, because they are kind of complicated if you don't know how to read them. If we keep scrolling down, so just looking up some of these different ideas. So we come over here and look on the left-hand side and we can see Scottsdale Golf. So one of the things maybe I could try to do is write about courses in some of the more popular areas. So the 10 best Scottsdale golf courses. So if we come over here, we'll highlight it and we'll say 10 best Scottsdale golf courses. Okay, so just coming into weekly strategy. So that's just daily additional. Now, if you're keeping up with all this, you're writing your one golf swing tip article per week, you're writing a product review using your keywords with the product review as well. So you can see here, Ping G410, 5,000 monthly searches, Ping G410 irons, 5,000 monthly searches. So I can write a product review on Ping G410 irons. Everything that has to do with Ping G410, I can write a product review about. So as you start to write more and more product reviews, create more product guides, go to your keywords and start creating your keyword mapping as you create more and more content on your website. You really want to start at the top here. So for example, golf balls, if I can actually rank for that keyword, you're looking at 50,000 monthly searches. That maybe I can drive a few hundred people to my website every month for that keyword. Maybe I can do it for Ping Golf. Maybe I can do it for Scotty Cameron putters. So the more and more that you write about all these different keywords, the more you're going to rank, the more traffic you're going to drive. So that brings us to our monthly strategy. So going through some of the different types of articles we want to write. Now, what's really difficult about growing these websites is you're going to want immediate growth, and it's just not that easy to attain. And I can tell you this just based on the websites I've worked on, based on other marketers I've talked to, other affiliate marketers. People who tell you that it's easy are lying to you. It takes a lot of work, it's hard to write content, and it's not easy to rank high in Google. It's not easy to create large social media audiences. So what you want to do is stay as consistent as possible and focus on what some of your competitors are doing as well. So coming into part 15, creating and promoting content. So what you can do is, I have this golf balls buying guide, best options for 2021. So you can see number one, Titleist Pro V1 golf balls. And we open up here, Titleist Pro V1 golf balls review. And you can see here, so I have a bunch of text, I have the review, average price per dozen, product benefits, and it allows people to come to your product review. I'd probably put this buy now button at the bottom again and go a little bit more over the review. You also want this to be a very long review, because the more you write about it, the better chance you have at ranking in Google, as long as all of your information and your content is high quality. Focus on quality, because that's what's ultimately going to rank for your website. So we can see here, I have my golf balls buying guide, and I started writing some reviews here for some of these different products. So if we come over to our Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, you can see I have these different product reviews, and these are going to be the next ones that I write. If you're able to publish 2 or 3 reviews per day, you're really going to grow your website fast. If you're able to write some of these different golf swing tips and write some of these different product guides on your website, it's going to help you drive more and more traffic to your website much quicker. So if you take this monthly strategy and you say, okay, I have 10 hours today to work on my website, what I'm going to do is write my tournament recap, I'm going to write my golf swing tips article, and I'm going to write a product review today. Maybe I'll write 2 product reviews today, or I'm going to add a ton of products to my website today. The more you can do in a day, the more you add to your website in terms of content and products and reviews and all of these different things, the more your traffic is going to grow. So don't limit yourself. Don't just kind of look at the keywords and say, okay, I'm going to target 2 keywords per week, and hopefully that allows me to, because at the end of the year, that's only going to be about 100 to 125 keywords if you're only targeting a few per week. You really want to get a ton of different pieces of content added to your website. So the more URLs that you have here, you can even start creating some of these different pages for keywords and then update them over time. So let's just say I take Nike Golf, for example. So we come over here, I add a Nike Golf page on my website. I can maybe start it with 500 words of content about some of the different Nike Golf products for sale. And then as I come in here to my monthly strategy, I add more and more products to my website. So you can see products to add. Maybe eventually I do Nike golf shoes and Nike golf polos and Nike golf shorts. And then as we come over to our keywords, we start writing more and more about Nike Golf. So for now, what I would highly recommend you do if you're just getting started is creating these guides, and you can see the list down here. So I have 15 different products here. If I wrote 15 product reviews for these 15 different products and then created a very long golf ball buying guide, we're talking 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 words, where I'm talking about the best golf balls. I can talk about my own experiences with some of these different golf balls and kind of go over what some of the benefits are, the pros, the cons. You're gonna start ranking for these. And if you keep these pages updated, so best options for 2022, again, best options for 2023, you have the same URL here. You start getting more and more backlinks to that URL. People are sharing your content. You're gonna keep growing over time. So that's really what the goal here is. It's not trying to become, a mountain overnight. It's kind of climbing that mountain over time and just keep on growing your revenue and your traffic. So that comes over to creating and promoting content. So the other thing I would say with promoting content is look at social media channels and see what you can use to actually drive people back to your website or increase your revenue. So I have this article here, 5 ways to hit your driver straight every time. So, I have 1, shorten and controlled swing, consistent tee height and stance, hit within a narrow hitting zone, practice makes perfect. And then right here, I have a video. So obviously this isn't my video, but let's just say I click watch on YouTube. So it's gonna open this up in YouTube. And what I wanna show you is this video has over 2 million views. So there's obviously a lot of people looking on YouTube and looking for videos of how to get better at golf. So the only driver lesson you'll ever need, over 700,000 views, over 500,000 views. How to hit your driver straight, 3 simple tips, 1.4 million views. So YouTube is clearly a channel that I would want to work on for this website if I was going to continue working on it. The other thing that you can do is, let's just take PGA Tour, for example, and we're just going to come to the main PGA Tour website. Okay, so now I'm on PGAtour.com. So one of the things that you can do is look for what social media channels some of the largest competitors in your industry use. So if I come over here to social, they have their PGA Tour feed. They're going to show some of the different social channels they use. So Twitter, obviously a big one. So if you're writing a lot of news about really anything, Twitter is going to be huge. Now you can see they have some different golfers here in their social feed, but Twitter is a big one. You're probably going to find a lot in terms of Facebook for golf. So look at what channels that your competitors are using. And then the other thing you can do is just look at what their strategy is on these social channels. So I open up golfdigest.com. You can see Golf Digest is a magazine. They have a ton of information on their website as well. But social, they have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. So let's just say I open up their Twitter page and I look at what they're actually sharing on Twitter. So if we scroll down here, you can see, okay, so they have their latest cover star and it links to a story. Keep coming down. They have why you should be wearing wool on the golf course. So some things about golf apparel. We have an interview with a golfer on the PGA Tour. So looking up what other companies are doing on Twitter, on Facebook, on different social media channels, and just trying to incorporate that into your overall strategy. And what you can do is eventually add that to your Microsoft Excel sheet as well. So if we come over here to monthly strategy, we scroll up to the top. Let's just say I put social every single day. So what social means is going to vary depending on what it is that you're trying to accomplish and what your industry is. So for social for this, you're going to see tournament recap. Once I publish that tournament recap, I should publish it to Facebook, Twitter. So we'll do FB, TW, and I could also link, put a picture on Instagram of whoever won. So we'll do Instagram. So now we have social there. Golf swing tips. So for this one, it's going to be driver. So what I can do is maybe say, why don't I go to the driving range and film a video giving people some tips about how to hit their driver straight and show them me actually hitting my driver straight. So I could do social and I can say FB, TW, and we'll say Instagram as well again. Obviously, I'm just doing this quickly. And maybe we'll put video here. So the more that you can publish and the more that you can repurpose a lot of this content, so this golf swing tips, for example, what I could do is create a post that looks something like this, where it's like, okay, why don't we do So if we come over to our article, one of our tips is a shortened and controlled swing. So what I can do is just say, number 2, use a shortened and controlled swing to hit your driver straight more often. Find our other tips for hitting your driver straight here. And then link to the article. So we put our link, and basically that's all you need to do. And we're just going to take this, put it on Twitter, put it on Facebook, and maybe we put in a picture on Instagram. And on the picture, we put our quote there, use a shortened and controlled swing to hit your driver straight more often. And then link to that page using our different social media channels. So the more you can repurpose the content that you're creating, whether it's a product review, whether it's these golf swing tips, maybe you have a product guide of some of the best products for sale in a specific category or subcategory, the better ultimately your content's going to perform. Now, the other thing is here with tournament recaps and news and some of these different things, again, that's going to vary based on the industry that you're in. So as you come up with your content creation and content promotion strategy, your goal is to find exactly what people are looking for. So for this in my weekly strategy, I figure golf swing tips, that is going to appeal to people who are trying to get better at golf. Preview and betting picks for an upcoming tournament. So I constantly, when there's a new tournament coming up for golf, I'm a golf fan. Obviously, that's why I picked this as my niche for this example. I will look up a preview for who's going to be in the tournament, who people think is going to win the tournament, some of the different golfers to watch, any interesting storylines. So the more you write about these things, the more people are going to say, hey, this website, pargolfzone.com, write some really interesting content, and their betting picks, they tend to have some good insights for why they pick specific golfers for betting. Maybe I say, hey, here are, and I kind of went over this in the first portion of the course, if I create an article that's like, 10 golfers for the top 10 this week, that's something that you can bet on, is golfers that are going to finish within the top 10 of the tournament. And I can say, I want to pick 10 golfers and see how many I can get right that are going to finish in the top 10. Picking the winner for a golf tournament is incredibly difficult because there's usually hundreds of players playing every week. So you might want to say, hey, here's who I think is going to win based on their history at this course, based on how they've been playing recently. Here are the top 10 I like. The more you write all of this different content, the more people are going to actually seek out what you're writing. And a lot of that with sharing on social media. So I could also create a YouTube video much like this where I just sit there and talk about, hey, here's the golfers I like for this tournament and here's why I like them. So go over the 10 golfers, say I like this guy, say a couple sentences, get on to the next one. It could be a quick 10-minute video and I can publish that along with my article and then share that video on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. So there's a ton of different ways to get your content out there and to repurpose your content with video, with graphics, and that's ultimately what you're going to want to do over time. Now, if you're looking for ways to share your content, the two tools that I use the most, so the first is Hootsuite. So with Hootsuite, their prices start at $49 per month for their premium service. So with that, it's one user, 10 social accounts, schedule unlimited posts, and access all your messages in one inbox. So if we scroll down, the other thing you can do is use their limited free plan. So with that, you can choose 2 social accounts. So maybe you just want to say, hey, I'm going to schedule my Twitter and my Facebook posts using Hootsuite. And then the other one that I like is tailwindapp.com. You can use this for Pinterest and Instagram. So if you're using Pinterest, if you're using Instagram, it's another great option. And they also allow you to share to Facebook and share to Twitter. So just some different options if you're looking for a way to share to social media channels. You can also go directly to channels. So for example, you can go directly to Twitter and just share it directly on Twitter. Same with Instagram and Facebook. YouTube, generally what I do is just go right to YouTube and upload my video. So just some different options there. So some of the different things we went over in this video as we wrap up this course, this is going to be the last part I create about this, is some different ways to add Amazon affiliate products. So when you're using the WZone plugin, making sure that you're using Insane Import Mode if you're having any issues with the WZone import extension. So some next steps for setting up our website. You want to make sure you have a privacy policy, an affiliate disclaimer. You can create a contact form for your website so that people can contact you. Otherwise, if you don't want to use a contact form, just put your email there. So say if you want to reach out to us, send us an email at, pargolfzone@gmail.com or Corey@pargolfzone.com. An about us page, pretty simple. Just, write why you created it, how long you've been around, why you're passionate. Installing and configuring some of the different plugins that we use. So I went over some of the most popular WordPress plugins that you can get started with. There are tons of plugins that you can use, so just trying to find, what needs you have and finding a plugin that will be a solution. Creating your homepage, creating your menus, adding widgets, making your website easier to navigate. And then lastly, just creating content. So you want to make sure you come up with a weekly and monthly content strategy. And the number one thing I can tell you is come up with a strategy and try to stick to it. You're going to get better at writing content over time. So if I write a golf swing tip article today and I continue to do one per week for the next year, by the end of the year, I'm going to be much better than I was the first time I created an article. If you go back in my YouTube channel and you watch my very first video, the sound quality is terrible. The editing isn't great. All around, it's not nearly as good as the product that I feel I put out now. Now I feel like I put out better videos, better sound quality, better quality in terms of the video itself. So all of these things you're going to get better at. Just come up with a strategy, focus on your keyword research, focus on the issues people are looking up, the different things people are looking for within your industry, and try to solve their problems in any way you can. So get started with working on it. If you're created your website, you want to add products as often as possible. You want to make sure you're keeping all of your different articles up to date. You're writing new articles. More content is always better. So I wish if I was just sticking to one of my projects, I would go all in and make sure that, something like beachfrontdecor.com, that I always have everything completely up to date and I have always new products for sale. And that's something that I work on and try to do, but these websites have grown so large that they become much more difficult to kind of keep up with all the time. So not a terrible problem to have because they do earn a good revenue. So that's what your goal is. So hopefully you learned something from this Amazon Associates course. We went over how to create an Amazon Associates website, how to choose a niche, how to add products, some different content ideas, content strategy, keyword mapping, keyword research. All of these things are vital for the success of your website. And the other thing is, don't be afraid to look for other areas of information as you're coming up with your weekly and monthly content strategy, as you're coming up with different ways to create and promote content. There's a lot of great sources of information out there outside of Surfside PPC, so don't be afraid to take advantage of them and keep growing your business. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section of this video or the first part of this course. I'm going to do my best to answer all of them. Thank you for watching my video today, and make sure you subscribe to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel.